because
take it away.
There is not a lot going on in the weather. We've got so much going on with politics and the viaduct, and it's going to be sunny and 50 for the next 5 days.
You gotta love it. By the way, do you like our new background?
Does
what do you think
pretty.
of that, everybody?
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
Noticing that earlier. Fantastic. See the low clouds out there by the dock?
Well, yes.
Yeah, down in the South Sound. We're waking up to that this morning.
Well, good to know.
If you're getting ready to step outside down around Tacoma, Olympia, Chehalis, you're going to have to deal with some fog, but for most of us, we're doing just fine. There's your live look from the camera that sits up on top of Queen Anne, looking back down on downtown, and you can see everything just fine. So there's not a fog issue here. It's the South Sound, and I showed that just a few minutes ago on the visibility map. If you missed it, I'll show it again coming up in just a few minutes again, but basically from Tacoma, Olympia, and Chehalis. Little extra time on the road this morning. That would be the one area where we might have concerns on the road, because this early in the morning, as we just saw from our live reporters out covering the closure of the viaduct, we're doing okay, but it's early. 46 degrees out there now. We're going to 55 for the daytime high. Just a few clouds. We're going to get more breaks of blue sky today than what we had yesterday. Yesterday was a pretty nice day too, especially by the time we got to sunset. But there were plenty of clouds around throughout the middle of the day. Today we're going to get a little more breaks of blue. It'll be a nice day. 55 for Seattle. Let's call out some of the other numbers on here. Everett, you're going to 52. There's Bellingham at 53. Tacoma will go to 49. Olympia hits 51. Chehalis will go to 54. And if we look at the live radar, I don't have anything on here. I mean, maybe if you look up along Vancouver Island, you can see a few showers way up there. But there's nothing else on here. And an interesting way to look at the way rain is going to be behaving for the next few days is to look at the long-range forecast. And I'm going to play the next 6 days and put the rain onto this map. We're starting it out clear now, because here we are at 6 a.m. on Saturday. It's not raining. Now watch what happens when I hit play. And you're actually going to watch from today all the way through Tuesday. See the time frame up there above me? It says midnight going into Wednesday. Look where it rained. Everywhere else pretty much but here. In fact, California is going to get a series of storms that brings in a good amount of rain and, thankfully for them, snow to the Sierra. But if we take a look up here in the Pacific Northwest, look at that big blank spot on the map. This gets us all the way into the middle of next week, and this looks a lot like a forecast for El Nino would have you believe winter would go. And even though El Nino has not officially kicked in yet, it is in the ocean, but the atmosphere hasn't caught on yet. This looks very much like the pattern you would expect, where California gets all the storms and we stay relatively dry and relatively warm. And look at the next 5 days, it's relatively dry and relatively warm. Now, we're not doing that for the whole 7 day, because by the time we get to Thursday of next week, the rain has come back. There is rain on that forecast. For Thursday, we might even see a few of those showers arrive by the time we get into Wednesday, but Wednesday's rain doesn't look impressive enough even to put a drop on the 7 day, but we'll keep an eye on that. I think we will see some light rain return as early as Wednesday, but it's really not till Thursday or Friday when the better stuff gets here. All
right, well, that's good to know. So we get a little bit of an intro with dryness. Dryness? That's an official word for meteorology.
Applies to what's coming out.
Before the viaduct, when we really get into it. All right, thank you so much, Darren.
Sure.